How you doing, kid?
AK-40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven, and I am returning the Vantage 2 by Scuf. It simply is not worth the money. I actually only paid $200 for this bad boy. However, Amazon is constantly asking about $250 for it. Other sites hike it up around the $320 range, and I don't even think it's worth the $200 range, and I'm going to get into why right now. So first of all, Scuf has a terrible reputation with their quality control, or QC. A lot of controllers come out of the factory with very poor stick design. You get stick drift after a couple of months, which is okay for, you know, a $40 standard Microsoft Xbox One controller. It's still not acceptable, but it's a little bit more swallowable of a pill. But when you're paying $200 to $320 for a custom controller, at that price point, it's literally not acceptable. Between the quality control issues and the main reason that I'm going to return it is the paddle system. Now, unfortunately, Scuf was the original paddle maker during the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era. They came out with the Beast, it was called. I actually have one over there that I picked up at a flea market for $1. Still works and everything, but Scuf was the original premium controller maker, and they actually have over 100 patents on their silicone rubber that they use for their grips, and then also their paddle systems, and just a bunch of other little unique tidbits and features. But honestly, their paddle system is quite outdated, and you know, at the time people didn't have anything to compare it to, but you know, myself on this channel, I've literally tested every premium controller out there for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I've tried the Astro C40, Scuf, Battle Beaver, AIM, Razer, Microsoft Elite 1 and 2, a slew of other, you know, Chinese knockoffs from Alibaba and Wish and shit like that. And, you know, a lot of those controllers, they have a better paddle design. Granted, they probably had to kick up a VIG or a small payment to Scuf for using their patent just to have 4 paddles on the back, but these paddles, I'm going to tell you what's shitty about them right now. First of all, the build quality. They are a very hard sheet plastic. All the surfaces feel fantastic, except the paddles, which are constantly resting your fingers on. They are this hard, scratchy, cheap PVC plastic here. They could have easily taken the rubber from their grips here and just put that on the tips, just the tip, of these paddles back here. And the main thing is they're very uncomfortable to use. These ones right here are okay, but you can't rest all 4 fingers on all 4 paddles. You can play like this, but this is not comfortable at all, especially because of the pressure or strength you need to use in order to actuate these paddles, especially these ones here. So you basically need to transfer your fingers like that. That takes time, not to mention it just, after a while, it just gets old having to go back and forth like that. I do not like their paddle design whatsoever. This is just my opinion, so if you want to castrate me in the comment section below, I'm just going to roast you and make you feel bad about yourself, so save your time and definitely save mine. I just personally do not like it. I do like a lot of the other features. I like the customizability of it, the fact this is a magnetic faceplate, and you can basically customize a whole slew of options for this controller, from thumbsticks, D-pads, trigger extensions. I like the customizability. I love the sax buttons on the side. I think that is a very nice design. I never accidentally hit them, and I can quickly and easily actuate them with the pad of my index finger. Build quality feels really good, but like I said, there's a bit of a bad track record of quality control over there. I think the looks are good. Nice timeless gunmetal gray design that'll go good with any theme. Face buttons feel, okay. Better than stock, worse than Razer. Triggers feel good. You've got trigger stops, and you got the Scuf key for hair triggers. Battery life wasn't too great. I've had better, but I've had worse. You know, I give it like a 7 out of 10 on battery life. I can usually get about 6 to 7 hours of constant gameplay if I'm really thick in the sticks and going knuckles deep. But, man, and then the other thing with the paddles, they're extremely noisy. Like, listen to this. Block your ears. It's going to sound like a gunshot, boys. Yeah, and don't give me that whole, oh, you can't get a tactile, satisfying click, mechanical style click without having to bust your eardrums out. Totally incorrect. I've used tons of controllers that have a nice, linear, mechanical click, but don't sound like, you know, a 22 going off in my backyard. I'm exaggerating a little bit, obviously, but people in my chat on PlayStation 4 and here on the PC have definitely said, what the hell was that noise? And I have a mechanical keyboard over here, and this is substantially louder, which no controller should be louder than a PC keyboard. I'm sorry, boys. It just, between the fact they feel cheap, they are not ergonomically comfortable to hit, and they sound like a freaking dump truck dumping coal in the front of my house. I mean, that's just not good for the price. I mean, and the fact that Scuf is supposed to be the innovators, the initiators of the paddle movement, and they are literally probably one of the worst feeling paddles out there. For the price, I mean, you know, I run a small business building custom controllers. Pictures on screen here, small flex for my company. If you guys need any controllers, PS4, Xbox, Switch, PC, let me know. Link in the description below. I have an Instagram, Facebook page, and I'm in the process of building a website myself. But this is just, it's not cutting the beans, boys. It's not cutting any course in the meal, actually. I'm not liking it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and return this bad boy right now. Get daddy's money back. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. If you like this video, stick that thumb where the sun don't shine, tallywhack the notification bell, Dutch roar the sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.